Be me, 31 million, senior brand strategist at Brightline & Co. Tiny creative shop in Portland office is in the Pearl District. All glass walls and reclaimed wood, like we're living inside a Pinterest board, pulling $97,000 a year to guide brand narratives benefits our unlimited PTO. That everyone silently punishes you for using a nap capsule and cold brew on tap. Do maybe 90 minutes of real work daily. If you count opening decks as work, rest of the day is ideation, which is just doom-scrolling TikTok for insights, sipping overpriced almond lattes, and talking trash in Slack. I run strategy like it's my personal fiefdom. My inner circle is the little clique we call the Coven anyway because we think we're funny. Kayla, 27F, social lead and professional eye roller, Jenna, 23F, junior copywriter who lives for drama and can turn any sentence into a thread. We don't run the place because we bring in money. We run the place because we decide what's the culture we pick, who's safe, who's problematic, who needs coaching, and who needs to be quietly iced out. Our boss is Denise, 55F, VP of Ops Perma. Tired, just trying to coast to retirement without getting sued or dragged on LinkedIn. She's scared of us in a way. You can smell one wrong pronoun, one dumb joke, one micro anything, and she's getting nuked in the anonymous engagement survey. Life is easy, then summer shows up, intern season. Normally it's a fresh shipment of comms, majors from Oregon State, Haley, Brooke, Tessa wide-eyed, eager, ready to be boss babes, like the people they follow on Instagram. We put them to work as personal assistants and call it mentorship. They run for our sweet green knockoffs, build our mood boards, organize our inspo folders. We pay them in exposure and the honor of sitting near us. The ecosystem is perfect until this year. HR calls a mandatory team sync. Our HR manager is Pam, mid-40s. The human version of a compliance email she opens with the dead stare and the exciting update. She says we're diversifying the talent pipeline. Reading like she's trapped inside a script, says we need to pivot toward data-driven insights translation. Someone on the client side asked what we actually do. All day, she says, we hired from the computer science department. This time, I look at Kayla. She looks back. We have a full conversation with our eyebrows gross. Then the new intern walks in, name's Tyler, 22M, moves like he's stepping into a boss fight. Faded black hoodie with rust across the front. I assume it's like the metal, edgy little grunge moment. Nope, it's apparently a coding thing. Baggy jeans that look like they were bought during a panic chunky gray Asics. Gray on slightly different gray backpack, so stuffed it looks like it contains his entire life. And maybe a spare life. He is violently anti-aesthetic. Doesn't smile, doesn't do. The little social dance just stands there with his hands in his pockets like he's waiting for an NPC to talk. First, hi, he goes, I'm Tyler. I'm here for the back-end analytics internship. Voice is deep, flat, zero. Sparkle. No friendly tone, no upward inflection, no attempt to charm instant red flag. I decide right there. I'm not letting this dude set the tone, time to establish the hierarchy. Hey Tyler, I say, doing my most polished agency smile. I'm the senior strategist. We usually start with a vibe check. What's your Enneagram? He blinks slow, like his brain is buffering. I don't know what that is. Kayla actually makes a sound, like she got offended on principle. Jenna's mouth drops open like she just watched someone eat spaghetti with their hands. I keep smiling, even though my face is cramping. Okay, I go, like I'm talking to a kid who said they don't know colors. Well, we're big on emotional intelligence here. Just keep your energy open. Yeah, he says, totally blank, then immediately. Where's the server access point? No follow-up, no small talk, no nice to meet you. I point him toward the corner desk by the printer. The exile desk, the we don't know where to put you desk. He walks over, drops his backpack, sits, pulls out a laptop, not a MacBook. It's a thick black brick covered in penguins and weird logos. I've never seen. He opens it and starts typing instantly. Clack, 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 clack. Like someone firing a stapler in automatic mode. Mechanical keyboard. Loud switches in an open plan office. The sound slices through our soft lo-fi playlist like a chainsaw. I open our private Slack channel. We named it Operation Steak. Because we think we're the main characters. Me, OMG the keyboard. It's like he brought a weapon. Kayla, he's taking up auditory real estate. Feels hostile. Jenna, he looks like he runs a Discord server and bans people for fun. Me, I'm uncomfortable. The vibe is off. Day 3. Tyler is basically a ghost, who only exists through noise, shows up at 8:10 a.m., who does that on purpose. We stroll in around 9:40 with sunglasses on and coffee in hand, like we're celebrities arriving late to our own jobs. He stays until 6. 05 doesn't join us for lunch. We hit the taco cart or the poke place and take selfies with our food. Like losers, he eats a sandwich at his desk, wrapped in foil, looks like bologna, smells like sadness, wears huge noise, canceling headphones over his hood. He's set up 3 monitors like he's running NORAD. I decide I have to step in as a leader. It's my job to correct culture fit issues before they become a thing. I walk over holding my matcha like a royal staff, tap his shoulder, nothing tap, harder. He flinches like I hit a tripwire, slides one ear cup off. Yeah? Hey man, I say, leaning on his desk like I own oxygen. We have a no headphones policy during collaboration hours. 10-4. Meanwhile, I have AirPods in half the day listening to true crime, but rules are for people who don't match the aesthetic. I need to focus, he says. The database schema is a mess. I'm refactoring it. Right, I go, switching into my HR voice. But we prioritize connection over output here. If you're isolated, you're not synergizing. We need presence. He just stares at me, dark eyes, tired, zero blinking, like he's measuring how much effort it would take to argue. If I stop and talk, he says, I lose flow state. It takes like 20 minutes to get back into the structure. I do the little dismissive laugh. Maybe work on multitasking. Soft skills matter just as much as whatever that is. I wave at his screen like it's alien writing. It's SQL, he says. Bless you, I say, trying to be cute. He doesn't even twitch. No pity laugh, no fake smile, nothing. He just puts the headphone back on like I'm a pop-up ad. He closed straight disrespect. I walk back to my desk, hot with rage open operation. Steak again me? He straight up ignored me, refuses to integrate. Huge red flag. Jenna, report him. He's killing the vibe. Kayla, wait, let him cook. Nobody grinds like that for $17 per hour without snapping. Eventually, Kayla says he'll be sobbing in the wellness room by Friday week 2, hits. And instead of Tyler breaking, the universe hands us a client fire biggest account. Everluna Sustainable Luxury. Athleisure, AKA, $135 leggings, made from recycled fishing nets, sold to guilt-soaked rich moms in the suburbs they're threatening to bounce. Denise calls an emergency all hands. She looks like she slept in her car. They want a comprehensive audit, she says, voice doing that shaky thing. They think our strategy is fluff. The word fluff lands like a grenade. She keeps going. They want hard numbers, engagement rates, conversion funnels, attribution models across every platform last 26 months, cross-referenced with inventory turnover. Denise looks straight at us like we personally invented math. They want it by the end of the month or they fire us. Room goes dead. I pull up the scope. It's insane. Thousands of Instagram posts, months of TikTok, trends, Shopify, sales, exports, Google Analytics logs, UTMs, everything. Usually we fake this stuff. Screenshots of nice comments, pretty graphs that aren't really graphs. Soft, pastel, Canva, deck, brand love is soaring. Everyone claps, client smiles, invoice clears. But this time, they want raw data. Excel sheets, pivot tables, actual math. I feel my soul leaving my body. I barely passed algebra in high school. Numbers make my eyes feel itchy. Kayla leans in and whispers, my eyes literally can't do spreadsheets. I have astigmatism. That's medical. Jenna goes, I'm coordinating the midsummer retreat. That's critical for morale. I do not have bandwidth for data entry. Everyone suddenly has a disability. I look around the room for a miracle and my eyes land on the corner. Tyler hood up, typing like nothing in the world. Matters clack, clack, clack. Like a machine gun, oblivious to our collective panic attack, and this beautiful evil idea forms, dump the entire nightmare on him. If he fails, we blame the intern, rookie mistake, Sorry, we'll need more time. If he succeeds, which is impossible, we take the credit, we managed him, we guided the process, we led the insights. I raise my hand like I'm solving world hunger. Denise, I say, projecting confidence, I don't feel I have a solution. She looks at me like I'm her last life raft. This is a great developmental opportunity for Tyler. He's here for analytics, right? Let him own the data collection. Strategy team handles narrative interpretation. Kayla nods hard like she's witnessing leadership. Jenna smiles like she's watching someone else take a hit for her. Denise turns to Tyler. Tyler, can you handle an audit this size? Tyler finally looks up. How's the data stored? It's on their socials and their website, I say. You just go through it and count it. Put it in a spreadsheet. He frowns like I asked him to hunt buffalo with a spoon. That's inefficient. Do we have an API key? API keywords that sound like a curse in a video game. Don't complicate it with jargon, I snap. Way sharper than I meant to. Just do the work. Grind it out. Show grit. He shrugs like I told him the weather. Send me credentials. Perfect, I say, clapping once like I just closed a deal. Meeting adjourned. Let's get lunch. I need something spicy and expensive. We send him the logins. It is a mountain tens of thousands of data points we do. Napkin math, manual copy, /paste. Would take a normal human like 280 hours, and he has 2 weeks. We assume he'll be sleeping under his desk, working weekends, slowly turning into dust. We're already drafting jokes about him being a corporate martyr for $18 an hour. Wednesday rolls around, we're in the break room making avocado toast, arguing about whether some celebrity is ugly hot or just ugly. I walk past Tyler's desk to check on the suffering, and he's not even typing. He's leaned back in his chair, spinning a pen, watching text scroll by on one monitor like a movie credits roll. Other monitor has a PDF book open. Applied Bayesian Statistics, or something equally cursed. I stop dead. Tyler, I say, voice sharp. Why aren't you working? The deadline's tight. He doesn't even look guilty. I am working. You're reading a book. The script is running, he says, pointing at the scrolling text. I wrote a scraper in Python. It hits their endpoints, pulls JSON, cleans it, dumps it into a local database. It's doing around 60 records a second. My brain short circuits. I don't hear any of the details I just hear. I'm not suffering. So you're letting the computer do it? I say. He stares at me like I asked if water is wet. That's the point of computers. Panic kicks up a gear. I reach for an angle. That feels lazy. The client pays for human attention. They want us to feel the data, understand the texture of engagement. As soon as I say texture, I hate myself. Tyler's face turns into pure disbelief. Data doesn't have texture, he says. It has values. And scripts don't make typos. People do. He's talking to me like I'm a flat earther at Thanksgiving. I huff. You're missing the point. This is craftsmanship. Whatever. If it's wrong, it's on you. I walk off like I won something back to our Slack me. He's cheating, using bots. It's going to be full of errors. Can't wait for the client meeting meltdown. Kayla, typical dude shortcut mentality. No work ethic. Then it gets weird. Tyler finishes the scraping in 2 days, and instead of sitting quietly, he starts doing extra things. We never asked for. He fixes the office. Wi-Fi, turns out it wasn't energy or Mercury retrograde. It was a router config that's been wrong for months. He automates the coffee machine to start brewing at 7:50 a.m. Like we're a factory. Then he sets up a dashboard on his third monitor. It tracks the sentiment of our internal Slack channels. I catch a glimpse of a graph that spikes every time we gossip, like it's measuring our toxicity in real time. It makes my skin crawl. He's too efficient, and every time he fixes something, it highlights how useless we are. So I decide, if I can't sabotage his work, I'll sabotage his social standing. I start the whisper campaign in my one-on-one with Denise. I hit her with a concerned voice. Tyler makes me uncomfortable. I say, he's so cold. He doesn't engage with the culture. I think he might be on the spectrum, which is totally fine, obviously, but he won't let us support him. Denise just sighs like her bones hurt. Ryan, he's an intern. He's gone in a month. Just tolerate it. I'm protecting the safe space we built, I say, doing the wounded princess voice, hand on chest, like I'm about to faint. Meanwhile, Operation Steak decides tolerance is not the move. We crank up the pressure lever. Tyler out of coffee runs, on purpose, walk past his desk with the group order and don't even offer play music. He obviously hates loud hyperpop, maximum squeal, maximum chaos. We stick little notes on his monitor when he goes to the bathroom: fragile masculinity, toxic energy, check your privilege. We're waiting for the snap, waiting for him to slam the desk, say something cancelable, prove our story true. He never does. He comes back, reads them, peels them off, balls them up, throws them in the recycling, not even the trash, recycling even. His garbage disposal is optimized. It makes my eye twitch. We want a reaction so bad, but he's a machine, calm, steady, relentless. Then Friday hits presentation. Day deadline, day client is flying in. This is the big one. Everluna's VP of marketing is coming to our office in person. Denise is acting like the building is on fire. We set up the conference room like it's a wedding fancy, bottled water in glass pastries that cost more than my childhood lunch, money mood lighting set to gentle dopamine. I have my whole spiel rehearsed 20 minutes on narrative arcs, emotional resonance, authenticity, connection. Then I'll toss it to Tyler for his sad little spreadsheet. And when the exec asks hard questions, I'll swoop in and manage, show everyone. My value scripted hero. Moment meeting starts, client guy walks in, names Grant, 47 sharp suit. Dead eyes, looks like he fires people recreationally. He sits at the head of the table like it belongs to him. Denise is sweating through her blouse and pretending she's fine. I kick off the deckhands, moving, voice warm, practiced. So Grant, we really wanted to dive into the soul of the brand this quarter. He cuts me off immediately. That's nice, Ryan. I saw the sales report. Q2 was down 13%. I don't care about the soul. I care about the bleed. Where are we losing them? My brain goes blank like someone yanked the HDMI out. Well, the vibes are shifting, I say, which is basically noise. The algorithm's been tricky. Grant looks bored in the way rich men get bored. Okay. Show me the audit. My stomach drops. I gesture toward Tyler with the most calculated tone possible. Tyler, our intern, helped compile the numbers. I really stress intern like I'm lowering expectations on purpose. Tyler stands up, no PowerPoint, no Canva deck, no pastel. Anything. He plugs his thick black laptop into the HDM. I like he's docking a weapon. I don't have a slide deck, he says. Then he pauses, frowning like he smells something off Grant's eyebrow lifts. Then what do you have? Tyler goes, totally calm. A live query engine. Screen lights up, and I swear to God, it's beautiful. Not agency beautiful, like actually impressive 3D globe, spinning real-time dots flashing, where sales are happening, charts that move, when you hover, predictive lines extending forward like a weather forecast, for money. Grant leans in without meaning to. Tyler doesn't even smile. I pulled your entire digital footprint, he says. Steady voice. I found the bleed. He clicks a red spike. You're losing 38% of customers at mobile checkout. Only on iOS. There's a rendering bug in your payment gateway that pushes the purchase button off screen on iPhones. Silence, total silence. Even the AC feels like it turns off. Grant leans forward like a shark that smelled blood. A bug? Our dev team said traffic was just low. Tyler's tone doesn't change. They're looking at server logs. Not client-side rendering. I patched it in a sandbox environment. He toggles a switch. The graph jumps like it got revived. Fixing it recovers about 180 grand a month in lost revenue. Grant's mouth actually opens. You just found a $2.1 million mistake in an audit. Tyler doesn't soak it in at all. He just keeps going like a train. I also analyzed influencer spend. Oh no, he clicks again. Photos pop up of 3 girls who look like Kayla's and Jenna's evil twins. Same hair, same poses, same effortless authenticity. Tyler points at numbers. You're paying these 3 micro-influencers $4,200 per post. 90% of their followers are fake. Engagements coming from bot farms in Bangladesh. Grant blinks hard. Tyler keeps going. No mercy. I wrote a script to flag synthetic engagement. Cut them. Redirect the budget into search ads. I feel my face drain like someone pulled a plug. Kayla kicks my shin under the table so hard I almost yelp. He's not just exposing the client, he's exposing us. This is our entire industry. In one sentence, Grant turns to me. Ryan, Did you know we were paying for fake followers? My mouth goes dry. Well, I stammer, doing the classic pivot, influence is hard to quantify. It's about awareness. Even bots can create buzz. It sounds stupid as it leaves my lips, and Grant's face tells me he heard it, the same way he turns back to Tyler like I'm a chair. Who are you again? Tyler, he says, intern. Grant points at him like he's claiming a prize. Not anymore. Then he looks at Denise. I want him on this account full time. I want him leading the strategy. This isn't fluff. This is actionable. Denise just nods, stunned and weirdly delighted like she just found a cheat code to retirement. Absolutely, she says. We can make that happen. Tyler sits down, closes his laptop, like he just finished microwaving leftovers for the next hour. Grant asks Tyler technical questions. Deep questions with acronyms. I'm not in the conversation. I'm not even a side character. I'm furniture. I check my phone under the table like a teenager, Slack from Kayla. I literally hate him. He's trying to make us look incompetent. Slack from me. He's such a try-hard. Pathetic. Who cares about a button? We're coping in. Real time. But deep down, I know we just got obliterated. Monday morning comes. I expect things to reset. Tyler goes back to the printer desk. We go back to lattes and Slack sniping. None of that happens. His desk is gone, like erased. Tyler got moved into an actual office with a door. Denise announces he's now Director of Analytics, skip-level promotion, straight to a title that sounds expensive. I check the internal salary bands out of spite. He's probably making more than me. Now I pull up the org chart. Tyler reports directly to Denise. My box is under his. I stare at it like it's a prank. No, wait, I refresh the page. My name isn't under him anymore. My name is under review pending, like I'm a defective product on a shelf. My chest gets hot. I stand up so fast my chair squeaks. I march to Denise's office, don't even knock. Denise, I say, tight smile, voice shaking. We need to talk. This dynamic is not sustainable. Ethan, sorry Tyler, is undermining my authority. Every meeting turns into him hijacking the room, with dashboards and chart strategy used to be vibes and wordsmithing. Now it's actually the cohort drop-off is here, and everyone nods like they understand. I tell Denise it's killing the creative spirit. I use my serious voice like I'm defending art from barbarians. Denise looks up from her monitor, and she looks different. Less tired, more awake, like someone finally handed her a weapon. The creative spirit wasn't paying the bills, Ryan, she says, cold, simple. She taps her screen. We were in the red for 3 quarters. Tyler's work just locked a renewal and brought in 2 new clients in 48 hours. I scoff because my body doesn't know what else to do. So what? We're a data factory now? What about the human touch? Denise doesn't blink. The human touch is expensive. Then she adds, like she's reading a weather report and inefficient. My stomach tightens. She reaches to the side and picks up a folder. Thick folder, like it's been waiting there. Speaking of inefficient, she says, Tyler installed a productivity tracker on the network last week. My stomach drops straight through the floor. That's spyware, I snap. Denise tilts her head. It's standard corporate monitoring. Then she flips the folder open like a prosecutor. And it revealed some interesting patterns. Papers inside printed physical, which is somehow worse. You, Kayla, and Jenna spent a combined 42 hours last week on websites unrelated to work. She reads them off like a grocery list. Ulta, Zara, X, Reddit. I stutter. I was doing market research. Denise doesn't even smile. You were taking which Succession character are you quizzes. She points at a line on the page like she's proud of herself for knowing how to point my face gets hot. And then she turns the knife. You also spent 14 hours in a private Slack channel called Operation Steak, mocking a coworker. She slides more pages across the desk, and I see it. Screen caps, timestamps, everything, every mean joke about Tyler's clothes, every plan to ice him out, every let him burn message, printed logs of us being trash in black and white. This is harassment, Denise says. I try to pivot. We were venting. It's a stressful environment. Denise cuts me off, voice sharper. It's a toxic environment. And we're cleaning it up. I feel the panic rise, the old instinct kicks in attack, threaten, blame. You can't fire me, I say, voice climbing. I'm in leadership. This is retaliation. I'll sue. I'll go to the press. Denise just watches me like I'm a bad commercial. We're not firing you for anything like that, she says calmly. We're firing you for gross misconduct and time theft. She taps the folder. We have the data. Tyler backed it up. It's airtight. Of course, Tyler did. Denise leans back like it's done. And for the record, she adds, we're keeping strategy. My brain tries to latch onto that, like a life raft, then she keeps talking. We're restructuring it. We hired 2 data scientists under Tyler. They start tomorrow. She pauses, like she knows what I'm going to try next. They're women, by the way. Women who can actually code. My throat goes tight. Denise's voice goes flat as a wall. Get out. You have an hour to clear your desk. Security will escort you. My legs move on autopilot. I walk back out into the open office like I'm floating, and Kayla and Jenna are already packing. So Denise didn't just do me, she did all of us. Kayla's crying mascara streaks down her face like war paint. They can't do this, she sobs. I have a lease on a Model 3. Jenna is full meltdown. I'm gonna cancel them on TikTok, she screams, like that's a nuclear option. I have 3,000 followers. They'll regret this. Everyone is watching reception account team designers pretending not to stare. And nobody looks sad. Nobody looks sympathetic. They look relieved, like the bully got removed from the classroom and the whole school exhaled. I start shoving my stuff into a box. My little feminist icon bobblehead. A frame print that says something like, boss up or shut up. My stupid branded mug from a conference. It's humiliating because it's all shallow props. I glance toward the glass office that used to be empty. Tyler is in there now, standing at a whiteboard drawing diagrams that look like alien math. 2 new hires sitting there, taking notes like he's a professor, and he looks normal. Not a monster, not an incel, not the villain. I tried to manufacture just a guy who actually did the work, while I cosplayed a job. Tyler looks up through the glass and catches my eye for a split second. I want to flip him off, want to scream, want to slam my box into the wall, want to make a scene so I can feel powerful for one last second, but I don't, I just freeze. Tyler raises a hand small, awkward wave, not smug, not mocking more, like acknowledging a passing car, like closing a browser tab. You don't need any more. Then he turns back to the board, erases something, writes a new line, and it hits me so hard it makes me dizzy. I'm the error, and he just debugged the system. Fast forward 4 months. I'm in my parents' basement in Indiana because Portland is cute until you have 0 income. Then it's just rent. You can't pay, and coffee. You can't justify the basement. Smells like laundry detergent and old carpet. My childhood posters are still on the wall, like a threat I've applied to. Like 230 jobs, digital marketing, brand strategy, community manager, growth lead. Anything with a paycheck and dental. Every interview is the same movie. They smile at my portfolio. They nod at the colors and the decks. Then the tone shifts. This looks great on creative, they say. But what's your technical stack? Do you know SQL? Tableau? Can you run Python scripts for automation? Me, sweating through my shirt. I'm a quick learner. Them, polite and dead inside. We really need someone day 1 ready. We have a lot of data. And then they never call back. Kayla is working at a spray tan place in a strip mall. She posts motivational quotes about new chapters. Jenna is trying to be a full-time streamer. She gets like 11 viewers, mostly bots. The universe has jokes, and me. I doom scroll Tyler's LinkedIn when I can't sleep. It's the only time I feel anything, besides dread. New update pops up one night. Tyler promoted to Chief Technology Officer at Brightline & Company. CTO, at the agency that used to argue about font vibes, he's speaking at TEDx. Portland talk title is something like, Why Data is the New Empathy. The Death of the Vibe. Basically post has like 55,000 likes. Comments full of dudes calling him a king. Efficiency is respect. This is leadership. Finally, someone gets it. I scroll and see a comment from Denise. Proud to work with such a visionary. My throat tightens. I close the laptop and just stare at the basement ceiling, upstairs. I hear my mom. Ryan, did you take the trash out? I'm doing it now, I yell back, voice cracks like I'm 13 again. I put on slippers, drag the heavy bag outside, It's raining cold, gray Midwestern rain. Not romantic, not misty. Just wet misery that sticks to you. Halfway to the curb, the bag tears a little. I glance down and see my old Boss Up mug, sticking out, broken handle, snapped clean off. Perfect, I leave it there, go back inside, sit down at the computer, open a new tab type into Google. Python for beginners, tutorial free. And I just stare at it, because the part that hurts the most isn't that some evil system crushed me. It's that I got replaced by scripts I made fun of. And the thing that beat me wasn't the patriarchy. It was competence, and I'm broke in the only currency that matters now.